Hi there, thanks for joining me back on this one series again. This is the £250 absolute bargain car that I managed to get my hands on. It's got a few issues though. Check out the previous couple of videos. We've already sorted out the manifold pressure sensor and we've given it a good clean and tidy. What we're going to do today, we're going to try and sort out this glow plug issue. These are the faults that we're running here. We've got the brake vacuum signal. We're going to sort that out another day, but what we're looking at here are the faults on the glow system. So we've got the 4A6E, 4A5E, 4690. Now for me, these faults, well, they're all related. We've got a couple of issues there. The first thing being two glow plugs working, two not working. So we've got faults on two. The actual glow plug relay, or the little glow module on this, it's tucked away down behind the oil filter housing, so we've got to take a few bits and bobs off to get to it. I'm sure that's going to have an issue with it, purely for the fact that if it was a supply issue to it, it's got a single fuse that powers it up, we would have no glow plugs, so we'd have faults on all four. We've only got faults on two. We could possibly have two Duff glow plugs, but then we've also got this supply voltage, the 4690 DDE supply voltage fault. So I'm thinking that for me is a signal that the actual glow plug module has failed. We've got another one. I've put links in the description for it I got it off Amazon. It was a little bit more expensive than on some other websites, but it's a BERU one, which is the same as what BMW fit originally. It's almost like a genuine unit. They're the same company that build them for BMW. So it's a genuine piece of kit. So it should last us the same amount of time. This is a 2011. So yeah, let's whip that out. We'll have a look. Hopefully it's going to sort out all of his problems. If it doesn't and we still end up with a couple of glow plug faults in there, we're going to have to change the glow plugs as well. But I'm going for this unit first. Let's get stuck in. Where is this glow plug unit? I hear you crying. I've took the engine cover off, just literally pulls up and pulls out. And you've got the oil filter housing here. Well, tucked down behind that, you can just see, if I shine my torch in there, there's an oily wire just down there. That is one of the plugs going into it. And again, if you just look down there, you can see those two. You can see a bolt, a 10mm bolt. You can just see both of them. If I just get the torch right, there we go. You can just see down the back there the unit. I'll get the endoscope in there so you can have a really good look at it. What that means is though, we're going to have to remove a few bits and pieces. Right, first thing then, let's get rid of these covers. Couple of clips, one at the front, one at the back. That's where your brake ABS unit is, and your little master cylinder and the reservoir. Fuse box is all under there. Okay, so we're going to have to remove the pollen filter, which is this bit on the top. Got 4 8mm bolts. That's the pollen filter out. That's nice and new, look. Plenty of leaves in here again. We need to avoid getting any of this debris inside there, because that's your heater, your blower, and if you get any dirt in there, it'll just make a right racket and get into your heater system. So on this one we've got 8mm bolt this side, 8mm bolt the other side. Bonnet switch, we've just got to press and release that. Get that wire out of the way. That's one side out. And then this connector here, somebody's put a cable tie around that. I'm going to have to cut that off. We just got to release this from the scuttle as well. Okay, that's that out of the way. Okay, so they're all right now. Then we should be able to get this out with a bit of pulling and poking. Just pull the tab off either side. And then the whole thing will pull out. There we go. Just gives us a bit more room now to get in and have a look. I'll disconnect that alternator wire. That's live, so we don't want to touch that on anything as it will cause some right sparks. Let's just put something around that. Right, next one we'll do, just disconnect this sensor off the side there. That might just give us a bit more room. So down here, if I get that in there, can you see? That's one of the bolts I'm aiming for there. There's the unit. There's one bolt on the top. Hopefully that unit will become loose and I can pull it back on its bracket. Okay, let's go try and get in on that top one. Air conditioning pipe's in the way. Okay, that's the top one out. Go for the 6-inch extension, see if I can get in with that. I think that's going to be too long. Oh, I don't know. No, perfect. Don't drop it. Gotcha. Well, with a bit of luck, that unit might move on its bracket now. I don't know how much it's... Oh, it's moving. It is moving. Okay. Right, I think if I can just disconnect those two clips on there now, that should come out. Give them a squeeze. It's a bit oily. I just get my screwdriver down there. This is trying to get the main power plug out. It just pulls out. It's got two little tabs either side. So I get the screwdriver between it, give it a twist. Hopefully it will just release it. I'll try it with another camera angle. That's one of them out. The second one's got a tab either side, so you've just got to squeeze the top and bottom and then pull it out. A bit tight, but should be able to release it.
There it is. Here it is. Gotcha.
Oh, that's the unit. Look, it's out. Here's the new one. It's a nice Borg-Warner BERU unit. All looks good. We've just got to swap it off the bracket. Yeah, everything looks as it should there. Swap it off the bracket, get it back onto there. And you can actually see, this is the original one. It says on it there, BERU. You can also see the original part numbers there if you're interested. So let's get it off this mounting. Two 10mm bolts again. We'll just pop those out. Be careful not to drop them. Remember what I just said. Oh, that was close. And I was thinking about that when I did it. I thought, don't drop it, and then I nearly dropped it. We'll get that back on again. Second time lucky. Look, there you go. And then we can pop these, put these nuts back on again. Got that nice big heat sink behind it, and I'll tell you about that at the end of the video. Just do those back up again. Not got to be too mad with it. Right, let's get that back in again. Let's slide that back down. You can see on that back plate it's got a little hook on it. You just got to slide that into the rubber mounting on the side of the oil filter housing, and then the two bolts on the front will go through. It's a bit fiddly one-handed, but as you can see, it goes in like that. Drop a couple of bolts back in. That's the top one started. We've got one that's whizzed those up. One. Okay, let's get these connector plugs back in again. So the brown one is on the top. Okay, that's the bottom one in. And the top one. Yeah. Back in there. Cut the cable tie off that. And get his power wire back on. Again, if you couldn't find that glow plug module, all you got to do is follow the other power wire off the alternator. Look, that one there actually feeds it. So let's pop that back on there. Nip that one up. Oh. You watch as this drops, it hits and shoots to the middle. After half an hour looking for me, socket had dropped. I found it. What a pig that was. I'll show you. It didn't go to the bottom, it's gone down. Can you just see it down there? Oh my goodness me, look at that. Right down there in the gap. Let's fish it out. I've been looking at the bottom, I've been in the under tray and everywhere, I couldn't find it. And there it is, look, jammed between two bits of aluminium in the subframe. But in the middle of the car, it didn't go straight down, it went off, like I say, off to the centre. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness me. Went right down on that aluminium subframe. Okay, new modules fitted. Let's try and clear these codes off of here. Clear DTCs. Okay, so they're all cleared on there. Let's just go into the module again. Read fault code. Just a brake vacuum sensor is there at the minute. Let's start it up because that's when we'll know if we've got an issue or not. Is that engine going to shake and rattle and roll? So what we're listening for is like a little misfire on first crank. Nothing. Beautiful. And if we listen to how it was before, this was on cold start again. You can hear that that kind of sound. And on that first rev it was like a run, like a bit of a missing. Oh, that's fired straight up with no vibration. Well, that's great news. That has just fired straight up with no juddering. It's a really cold day, the engine was stone cold. We had that initial, I'll show you the video of it previously where it was missing. On the start up for the first couple of seconds, none of that. So all them glow plugs are firing up. We haven't got to change them, which is an absolute bonus. Sweet as a nut, that is. New control unit fitted. Let's get the scuttle and everything back in again and rebuild it. While we're here, let's just do another read on it now, just to see if it's picked anything up. We've got no glow plug faults, but we have got a DDE supply voltage 3 fault there. So that one is still there, and we've still got the EGR valve. So I'm going to surmise and say that the EGR valve is possibly causing that 4690 fault. So that could be the next project. Let's see what we can do with the EGR valve. But as far as the glow plugs go, we've sorted that one out. Let's put this scuttle back in. So we just drop it back in again, locating it underneath the wiper blades there. 2 bolts to go in either side, little 8mm bolts. We'll put that battery power cable and vacuum pipe holder back in. In goes the pollen filter. Got 6 little bolts holding that in. I'll put the little covers back on. One for the covering the ECU up and one covering the brake fluid master cylinder. Just clip those back down and then the engine cover can go back on. Just drop that in and pop it down on its rubbers. Glow plugs do last absolutely ages on these cars. This one's done 158,000 miles. And I would think it's still on the original set. My 3 Series, 170,000 miles on the original set. They work slightly differently to a conventional old school diesel like the old van here. On something like the old van, you flick your glow plug, or you turn your ignition on, the glow plugs fire up and you get about 10 seconds of 12 volt power straight into them glow plugs. Really giving them some peace, a lot of amperage going through them. With this unit, it works in a different way, as in it's switching. So you've got one feed going into this unit, multiple feeds coming out. Each individual glow plug is fed from its own source, and that source is a transistor inside here. So each glow plug's got its own transistor and it's permanently switching. So it doesn't just whack 12 volts straight in there at a high amperage. It's turning it on and off 100 times a second, you know, multiple times a second. It's completely switching it and making it variable. So it's almost like a steady, slow glow, and then it can bring it off again. So it's like turning down a dimmer switch. That's how this works, which saves them glow plugs from burning out, and that's why they last so long. And that's probably why these are more likely to fail than what the glow plugs are, because they're working so hard on controlling that high amperage into those glow plugs and delicately bringing them on. It almost means like when you're going through a DPF regeneration, it can bring the glow plugs on, but not at full pelt. It'll probably only bring them on at like half volume. So it's switching it really, really fast, making them glow half as much as what they would if they were at a full pelt of power. If that makes sense, I hope it does. That's how that's working. So we're getting there slowly. That's the glow plug issue sorted out. That's that control unit, glow plug relay changed over. And yeah, glow plugs are firing up lovely now. If this one's been of use, if you enjoyed it, drop me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Got plenty more to do. Thanks for watching.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today's gonna be a good day.